or Ironman 4x4 track bar. It's got an enduro joint on this side, and the bushing seems like it's kind of fucked. So we're going to replace that bushing and see if, it drives a little better. Okay, and just like that, our joint has been reinstalled. Excellent. Don't forget to tighten your jam nut, because that forces the threads together so it doesn't wobble apart later on. They are important. Okay, do or die. Let's see what happens. Alright, so it does feel slightly smoother now. Not quite as loosey in the goosey. That didn't feel great though. Oh yeah, I don't even have to hit a bump now. Luckily that drop off actually saved it. But yeah, alright. Maybe our tires are unbalanced or something then. So as a last resort, I have filled up all the tires to 30 psi because the driver front was at 18 and the rest of them were at like 26 or 28. Well, this already feels a fair bit better. It's amazing what stupid things like tires can do. My only other option was to try and put the fronts on the backs and also check the ball joints. That was another suggestion. See if the ball joints is bad. Definitely feels firm now. Firmer, just over the bumps. Yeah, she's still got the wobbles. It's not as bad, but it's still pretty fucking bad. Fuck, man. Okay, so it wasn't tire pressure. Alright, so the hunt for the mysterious death wobble continues. Iron Rock Off-Road, you guys are fucking awesome. I think I ordered your parts Thursday night or something like that, and here we are Monday in the mail, baby. I didn't even get an email for a shipping notification yet, so, I mean, at least it's here. So we got a new upper heim, because before that one seemed like it had a little bit of movement, so just in case, we got that nice and tight. This nut was actually slightly loose, so I torqued that back down. Check the track bar frame mount bolts, they are tight. That's not an issue. We already did the bushing there. So this time we got the sway bar on just so it's not dangling around. We're going to give her a drive, see how she feels. I got a pretty good feeling we didn't fix the problem. So depending on how this drive goes, we are going to check ball joints next and probably rotate tires. Alright, well, here we go. Let's see how she do now. Check. Huh, no pops. I can tell. Interesting. It feels a little better than before, honestly. We're at 35 now. This was the danger zone. I wonder if it was the loose nut and possibly that heim. There's a little something there. A little. Yeah, there we go. Like that would have been a bump to set her off. She recovered. It's like it's trying. Like right now, it's in a little bit of a wiggle, but it's not taking off on me. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, she's fucking shaking, boys. God, this is fucking annoying. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's not fixed yet. Come on. There you go. There you go. Come on. Come on. We're fucking almost at it there, bud. Come on. You son of a bitch. Ay, ay, ay. Damn it. Alright, still needs something. Still needs something. Jeeps, what a pain in the fucking balls, am I right? So I just checked the lower ball joint of each side with a dial indicator. And it looks like the lowers only have about 35 thou of play. From what I see online, max acceptable is 50 thou. So I'm pretty sure the ball joint's still okay. Now, we're going to move on to what I think is probably the cause. That's what it feels like. There's a constant wobble. It's got to be the tires. I got a feeling that these are unbalanced or fucked up, or they got a lot of weight on them. So I'm going to put them in the back. I'll have to see if there's any shops around that'll actually do the job properly, unmount the tires and rebalance them, because that's probably what they really need. I don't know. Try that. NASCAR pit crew time. Alright, so here we are. Tires are now rotated front to back, back across the front. Something like that. See how she does. Yeah, like I had a bump, I didn't really feel much of anything there. Not really feeling much jumping. There was like maybe a slight little like one tick cluck and then it's gone. Oh, okay. There was something there. There was definitely something. I don't know if we were going too slow to aggravate it. Yeah, I'll push this a little farther, see what we get. Well, I've been trying to chase just about everything under the sun here, so about the only thing that I got left is lower ball joints being shot. So I'm really banking on that being the issue, because if that's not the problem, I'm gonna be a pretty salty fucking potato. So yeah, it's Wednesday, I leave Friday. Let's do some ball joints, eh? You can always count on Rock Auto though, man. I must have picked the right distributor, because I ordered this yesterday at work and it was here 10:30 in the morning. Thank you, FedEx. Y'all are awesome. Okay, so ball joints are now out. Not too bad. Only took a couple hours, so yep, there's a little cock stuffers. It's a little hard to actuate these one-handed, but you know, they got some loosey-goosiness to them. I don't know. Again, we're going to see just how much run out new ball joints have once we put them in. Let's see. I really hope this is the problem. It's not really a fun job. I'm getting better at it. I mean, you know, tore the whole friggin' axle apart and got all the ball joints out in probably 2.5 hours, something like that. Yeah, it's not bad once everything actually comes out and works with you. So, since I used Moog problem solvers in the past, they're splined, so they open up the friggin' things over here. I was gonna get spicers this time, because everyone says to get spicers, obviously. You know, they lasted so long from the factory. But the problem is, when you use those spline ones, they open up the holes more. Now, since I don't throw anything away ever, I think we still have one of the things here. So a lot of people were saying that once you go and open them up, that the new ones just kind of like fall into place or just like tap right in, and then you're kind of boned. So I don't know how true that is. I don't know, this one feels, I mean, there's rust on it, so could have something to do with it, but it feels like you might have a chance of pushing it in there. I don't know, it's each their own, but I didn't want to risk it, considering I have to get this job done, you know, by tomorrow, so we can leave Friday. So we're just going to throw some Moogs in there and say fuck it. They lasted 4 years. It's good enough for me. I'm sure in another 4 years I'll probably have a different axle setup if I still stick with this thing. So, more Moogs. Now, another shout out to Rock Auto for being freaking amazing. Okay, I ordered these yesterday afternoon about 11:30. And guess what? For 20 bucks, you can have FedEx deliver them the next day at 10:30. So that's, you know, 23-hour turnaround time between me pushing order and me having them in my hands. That's friggin' amazing. And could it really get any better? A fucking Comanche sticker. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about, man. Seems like a lucky day. Holy. So even though I ordered the exact same Moogs I did 4 years ago, this one is a little different. It has a grease fitting out of the side now, whereas the old one did not. So they actually did change up the design some. Interesting. Well, we'll see if she does any better or worse, I guess. Because it's not like I could get to that with the CVs anyway. So maybe that'll help us out a little bit. Cool. Mount inboard. So there's a big stop thing over there that says you gotta install the grease fitting parallel to the stop over here. So I guess we'll do that and give her away. Alright, so I didn't want this to be much of an install video, but I will throw in some extra tips. So this upper ball joint was not going in straight. We had a pretty big gap over on this side. For some reason, it's just going in crooked. I don't know why. So all that I did is I took this bad boy and cranked her down real hard with a little extension just to help get a little extra meat on there. Plenty of WD-40 in there, and all I did was took a sledgehammer and hit here, like right on this part here. That really helped. Just one good whack and it just went tink right in where it needed to be. So if it's not going in straight and you got one side that bottomed out and the other side is not quite in, just crank it down as hard as you feel comfortable and just give her a good whack and see if she don't, you know, just pop into place. That's cool. Alright, one side's done. Yay! Okay, so the locker was acting up, didn't want to unlock on me, but I think now it's unlocked, I can actually steer again. It definitely feels firm. Pretty damn firm, honestly. We're cruising about 40. I don't know. It feels pretty damn good now. We might have done it, boys. I'm gonna take it around for an extended drive, see what happens. This is without a stabilizer too, so there's nothing to mask the problem. Comes back, but I think we done did it. Yep. And as usual, almost as if to say, fuck you and good night, the rain comes. Good thing I covered my tools before I left. Getting smarter.